You're listening to the Keith's Corner podcast, episode 1. Today we're talking about Canadians in the NBA, so let's get started. Hey everyone, Keith and Ollie here. Welcome to Keith's Corner. If this is your first time listening, then thank you for coming. The Keith's Corner podcast is produced every day of the year for your enjoyment, and show notes will be found at www.keithscorner.com. Come back often and feel free to add this podcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes. You can also follow us on Twitter at Keys Corner and Facebook. All links are in the show notes. Now let's get started to the show.
As we all know, Steve Nash is probably one of the best Canadian players to ever play in the league. What do you think about him, Ollie?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Produced a lot for his team, the Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Lakers. But after his career, he definitely put back into the game of basketball. Not only for Canadians, one of the most hyped rookies, Trae Young, took him under his wing, trained him, made him kind of the player he is today. He's just a great guy, very Canadian-like, very nice. Great player.
And still around the NBA scene for sure. Like, he's been spotted at almost every All-Star game since him retiring. And he's just done so much.
Still very involved in the league. Great to see that.
Yeah. All right, next we're going to get into one of the most hyped prospects coming into the 2019-2020 season.
Big Canadian kid, RJ Barrett.
Yeah, coming out of Montverde Academy, then Duke University, playing alongside Zion and Cam Reddish.
Lots of people are saying he might be a bust because he's only good because of the players he's surrounded with Zion being one of the most elite prospects we've seen since LeBron James.
Yeah.
But he's definitely proven people wrong, putting up great stats in New York as a rookie.
Yeah, playing alongside Dennis Smith Jr., Julius Randle, Kevin Knox. I feel like it's a good young organization that's going to do a lot in the coming years. As well, big thing happened with 3 of Duke's players being drafted in the top 10 of last year's draft, which was crazy to see. All around great player. Glad that call him a Canadian.
Yeah, putting up 14, 5, and 2 right now as a rookie, pretty impressive.
Yeah, just over 30 minutes. Like, those are the numbers we like to see, and he's only going to get better from here.
But one thing about RJ Barrett is growing up in Mississauga, growing up in Canada, it's definitely a lot harder to get the attention of state schools, universities, stuff like that. So he's definitely not had the straightest path to the NBA. Had to grind it out, and he's putting in the work, and he's playing great. It's good to see that.
All right, next up, we're going to talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'5", 180 pounds, coming out of Kentucky, drafted 11th by the Charlotte Hornets. Right now, he's averaging 26-3. Pretty good stats. Dropped 32 against the Raptors. He's doing well.
Yeah, no, great Canadian kid on a pretty neat contract right now. 3 years, $11 million. Great to see it.
That's good. Like, he's showing up for it. Like,
he's producing for the Thunder, which personally I thought we're not going to do that well because Russell Westbrook left and they brought in Chris Paul. Wasn't looking up, but they're doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're turning it around for sure, and Shai's a key component of this team.
Yeah, he's great to see another Canadian making an impact on the league. He's definitely one of their best players, hands down.
Oh, for sure.
Great to see him performing as well.
Next up, we're talking about Jamal Murray, coming out of Kentucky as well, 6'4", 215, 7th pick in the 2016 draft by Denver. He's doing well, 18 points game, 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah, great to see him producing. One of another GTA kid.
Yeah.
Born in Toronto. Again, kind of like RJ, definitely not as easy a path to get into the NBA as some other people would have.
Yeah, producing well for the Nuggets, who are second place in the West. On
27-12.
Yeah.
Just great team.
On a tear.
Yeah, what else can you say about the guy?
Love to see him in the playoffs.
Yeah. Next up, we have Andrew Wiggins, 6'7", 197, played for Kansas, drafted first overall in the 2014 draft by Cleveland.
Yeah, hometown Canadian, coming out of Toronto. Dad works for U of T, giving him that early exposure to universities. What can't you say about him? I mean, their team obviously isn't producing as well as they want to, but
It's a young team, though, Timberwolves.
yeah, like a lot of people thought Andrew Wiggins was a bust, but he's, as a true Canadian, putting his head down and getting to work.
Yeah, putting up 23, 5-3 right now. A lot of hate at the start of his career.
Oh yeah, especially after Anthony Bennett doing so poorly.
A lot of hate on Canadians for sure.
Yeah, thinking we can't produce good basketball players. But Andrew Wiggins is the type of guy that'll prove him wrong.
Yeah, definitely stepping up in his career. Great to see it. Finally, we have Tristan Thompson. 6'9", 254, big guy. Played for Texas.
Fourth pick in the 2011 draft. He's averaging decent numbers at 13, 10, and 2, averaging a double-double. Nothing you wouldn't want from a center. He's playing well. He's from Toronto. Obviously, Cleveland Cavaliers are not doing too hot, but
They're in the rebuild phase. He's definitely on the end of his career, but
Yeah.
he was a huge part of the LeBron, Kyrie,
great, which is a great run for the Cavaliers.
won a ring with them.
Yeah,
Just great guy. Nice to see him. Unfortunately,
not doing the best right now, but he is pulling his weight, so you can't get mad at him for that.
yeah.
Just the other players on the team need to step up a little bit. All right, everybody, thanks for listening to the Keith's Corner podcast. We were talking about the top 5 best Canadian players in the NBA right now. What do you have to say, Ollie?
Definitely great to see these guys producing the way they are. Great for Canadians. Bright future ahead of us. More Canadians coming into the league. Thank you for listening. If you want to share your ideas with us, please contact us at www.keithscorner.com. This is Keith and Ollie signing out.